Welcome back to Market It with Atma, where we share the tips, tools, and strategies to help your business be successful. Today, I'm joined by Dolly. Dolly is the founder of Mission Complete, and she is a financial professional with over 20 years of leadership experience. Welcome, Dolly.
Thank you so much for having me today. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to have you on the show. Now, can you tell our listeners a little bit about you? What inspired you to start this business, and what has driven you and led you on this path in your background and in your history?
So I just want to start by saying that I am a financial professional. Mm-hmm. So what I do is I educate people on being financial independent.
Okay.
So I market for over 150 different companies. So they include companies like Nationwide and Transamerica. Have you ever heard of those companies?
Absolutely. I think we all have, right?
Yes, well, great. So what started me in the industry is I had family members that passed away and they did not have life insurance. So what happened was we had to get together and basically bury them. So that kind of started me with looking into some just understanding that they didn't have their finances in order. So that was one of the reasons. Another reason was I was into the stock market and I had lost some money. And understand that I lost money before because the market, as we know, is always up and down.
Of course.
So losing money in the early years was no big deal because I felt that it would rebound. So,
of course,
I was fine with that. Well, as I got older, losing money didn't feel as well, so I needed to protect the money that I had and worked so hard for. So with that, I needed to find different strategies to protect the money that I had.
Absolutely.
So based on those reasons and a number of other ones is what got me into the financial industry.
Wow. And not only are you an experienced financial leader, but you're also a veteran. Is that correct?
I am a veteran. So I did 25 years in the Army. So the transition between moving from the Army and then going into my own business was very smooth. So what I did was I just moved my leadership skills that I learned in the military and moved it on to the business. And what I mean by that is just the integrity that I learned in the military. I mean the effective communication that I learned in the military, I was able to use in my business today, as well as meeting people where they're at and helping them grow is what I also use today in the business that I have as well.
Wow. Would you say that the military really helped your consistency and your structure in your business? It helped you transition easier because you already had that structure created to your process, your methodology of how you approach people and how you help them?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It just gave me a better understanding of people. And so that, understanding finances, everyone is not on the same level. So Absolutely. Going into this business, I understood because of the military that you meet everybody. You meet people from all different walks of life. So going into this business, that's definitely what I have met. I've met all different people. So I was able to help everybody that I met in different walks of life grow.
Absolutely. It seems like you're so passionate about helping people too.
Wow. I am in this business to educate people. That is the reason I'm there, and to help people. It is so many people out there, families, that need the services that I offer.
And they don't even know it maybe sometimes.
They don't know it.
That's incredible. So I'm glad we're having you on the podcast today. So you mentioned Mission Complete has been operating for a little while now with your own business, but you bring over 20 years of leadership experience to the table. How has your leadership background influenced the way you run your business? We kind of just talked about that with the military, but does it change it, you feel? Did you change how you approach helping people in the financial industry versus people that were not in the military, do you think?
For me, the approach is the same.
Really?
The approach is the same. Again, I joined the military very young. I joined at 18. So that is all I know. That is all I know is leadership. I joined at 18, and that they taught me. So I grew up in the military, so to say. So I have been taught leadership from day one. So again, teaching and me going into the finance, and that's what I'm doing. I'm educating. I am teaching people, and I'm helping people grow their finances. I'm helping them build legacy. I'm helping them build wealth. And if they have that already, I'm helping them protect the wealth that they already have.
That's a good point. Protecting what you already have it can be the primary most important thing in your life, especially at a certain age, right?
Yes.
So you've already achieved a major financial milestone and received a medal for it. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So in July, I received a medal for receiving a financial milestone within the financial group that I have partnered with.
Okay.
So I'm let's just say that I'm very proud that I received that financial milestone. But what's even better is that I was able to contribute to the financial group that I'm a part of. They actually help already. We're just in September. They have been able to help 2 million families already this year.
Oh my goodness.
And I was able to be a part of that. That's amazing to me.
That's an achievement in itself.
It is.
Something to be very proud of. So your audience spans both young and older, building wealth, holding on to wealth. So how do you tailor your approach to meet the unique needs of each and every person?
So giving an example. So let's just say my young audience. So with a young audience, they're looking to build. So if I have a young client, because they're looking to build, so my strategies is to help you build. My strategies is to help you save. My strategies is to help you not lose. We're building.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. I'm helping you build. I'm helping you build legacies. This is what I'm helping you do. Now, if you're older, let's just say 65 or something.
Okay.
You don't want to lose at this point. What I'm doing, I'm trying to help you protect. And I'm trying to help you. In some cases, you might say, well, Dolly, I want you to protect, but I also want you to continue to help me grow what I have.
Absolutely.
So in some cases, I want to help you protect, and I want you to grow. But then sometimes you say, well, Dolly, I want you to help me grow, protect, and at some time, well, maybe that's not what I'm looking for. What I want you to do is, in a couple of years, I want this income. I want to be able to draw from this every month. And so that's the strategy that we're going to use. So it really depends on what you come to me and tell me that you're looking to do moving forward. And based on what you're looking to do is how I move forward.
Yeah, and structure that conversation.
Exactly. And that's the reason I market for so many different companies. I'm not like a Chase or Fidelity that only only provides services for their particular company. I market for so many companies, and that's the beauty of it. So if you're looking for income for the money that you have saved, so guess what? I have a company, that's not the right word, a company that could help you provide income if that's what you're looking for the rest of your life, or protection, or whatever that you might be looking for.
Wow. So you really have the ability to research all of the different companies and really customize something for each and every person.
Exactly.
That's incredible. And a lot of people don't know you have that capability, do they?
They do not. And again, I offer something that a lot of people need, a lot of services that people truly need. And that is the reason that I am in this business.
That's wonderful. So what would you say is your most successful marketing yourself channel? Would it be actual digital advertising? Would it be in-person meetings with having those intimate conversations, or would it be networking? What would you say was your best marketing tactic in your industry?
So right now, the best marketing channel I have going for me right now is family and word of mouth. So I have tapped into starting with family because they was close to me, and I knew they needed me.
From your own experience.
From my own experience. So I started with them. So I started with my family. I started with my friends. And I started with a contact list. So that's where I started at. I started with going to them and they was close, so I knew they needed me.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, the word of mouth started. So they knew I helped them, and the list starts going on. And once I was able to help them, I was able to help their friends and then their friends. So the word of mouth is how it got started. So that was my main channel,
Okay.
marketing channel.
I mean, word of mouth referrals are always the best, right?
Yes. I totally agree.
So as you've grown in your business, what, as a business owner, would you say is that still your primary source of your new clients coming in, or has your strategy changed a little bit from when you started? What is your best marketing tool right now?
So right now, word of mouth is still my best.
Okay. And
Definitely.
asking for those referrals.
Yes.
And awesome. That's
Yes.
amazing. So you emphasize that all your services are free. You told me this before. How does that model build trust and open the door to deeper relationships with your clients?
Well, I always explain to people, because sometimes people are saying it's free, you know,
Right.
and, you know, people like, whoa, it's free. Well, I say to people, as always, it only take 10, 15 minutes to sit down and talk to me. That's it. 10, 15 minutes and sit down and talk to me. It costs nothing. 10 to 15 minutes. All my services is free. But you sit down and talk to me. And again, I market it for all these different companies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so when they have those conversations with you, they're intentful, right? So if they're coming to you, then they have some kind of financial thought process, right? And for me, when I first came to understand exactly what you do, I didn't realize how many things I needed to take care of before I turned 40, right? And I appreciate that. But do you run into that situation a lot with your clients, your new clients, is they think they're one place and they're really not?
I say to you that it's interesting that, can I give you an example?
Absolutely.
Example is just asking a basic question.
Mm-hmm.
A basic question can be is, if you pass, God forbid, if you pass away tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
will your family have to go to probate?
Ooh. Some people don't even know what probate is.
Okay.
And that opens that door, does it not?
That opens the door.
And you know, I would really value what you do and how it's kind of like the build, launch, grow, scale methodology that we use here at Atma. Each business owner that's successful has their own process. And it seems like you start with that introductory call or meeting, right, to see where they're at and kind of give them some guidance on where they should be. Is
Yes.
that appropriate?
Exactly.
And how often do those conversations lead to really helping a family or a person with their entire financial journey?
You would be amazed at just that simple question. That was really simple. And like you say, that some people haven't thought about it, or some people don't know what it is, or some people feel that, well, they're married, that they assume that, oh, it's taken care of. But that's not the case. And so asking a couple questions, and they start thinking, and then they realize that their finance is not truly taken care of.
And you're truly like their liaison, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you're walking them through it using the different services that you have available to you to really guide them in the right direction. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Wow. It is putting a little stress on me to really reevaluate mine as well. So, what are you most focusing on right now in this financial climate? What are you seeing is the biggest need right now?
So, one of the things we're talking about right now, I'm gonna focus on is long-term health.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is long-term health is not going down.
Right.
And people are living longer.
They are. The life expectancy is longer, isn't it?
It's longer. So, and I say this because a lot of times it's not a matter of if we're going to get sick when we get older. It is when we're going to get sick, you know.
That part,
So I saw on a retirement, a news they have a magazine, and it says 70% of people over the age of 65 will have a critical illness over the age of 65.
70%.
70%.
That's incredible.
And you fear a lot of people are living past the age of 75.
Yes.
So with that, keep that in mind. Now, who's going to pay for that? And some of them do have, most people do have medical insurance. But the problem with that is it's not going to pay 100%. And some people think that, okay, I have the PPO and it's going to pay. Well, it will pay, but it will not pay 100% of it. So what does that mean? That means that most of them are going to have to use their hard-earned money that they have saved up to pay the difference.
Absolutely.
Now, that's a problem. They're going to go through all the money or they're going to use some of the money. Well, guess what? It is strategies out there that help to pay for your health care, your long-term health, if needed.
So if you're not exposed to that information, you could go without and be in a really bad position.
Exactly.
Long-term. So you're saying that they're over 65, there are options for them to be able to cover those additional costs that they don't technically really advertise very much, but you're able to kind of source those for them.
I am. And that's something we can speak about. And it's best to, use some of the strategies earlier than later.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can do it, earlier, it costs less.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it later. The options is still there, but of course it will cost a little more. Mm-hmm. But the strategy is still there because you never know.
Yeah, the earlier the better to have at least the conversation, right?
To have the conversation. But also living benefits, you never know. Let's just say, age 18. Mm-hmm. You never know. You might get sick at 18. You might have an accident that, it's called accident for a reason.
Yes.
And because you haven't been on earth as long, you have not saved up the money as if you were 65. So you don't have the money, that cushion. And so what do you do now?
What do you
do now?
How do you help people in that situation?
Again, we have strategies. We have strategies and some policies that can help you with living benefits that can protect you if, God forbid, you have an accident and you leave living benefits that you needed. Just briefly, if I can.
Absolutely.
Just if we could talk about life insurance for a minute. Most people think that life insurance only pays out after death. That is not true.
That is my assumption, yes.
Okay. There are policies out there that pays out income if you have a critical illness.
Wow.
There are investments as part of the insurance, no risk of losing. There are policies that have tax-free withdrawals. And in some cases, you can get your premium recovered. People don't understand that. Their first assumption is, okay, as soon as you see life insurance, oh, well, that's only when I die. Well, that's not the case. Living benefits, long-term care, it's a number of things that, God forbid, if needed, is there.
To help your family, not only you, right, but to help your family take care of you. And the importance of that, I would feel, would be astronomical, right?
Correct.
So when it comes to, I'm going to shift a little bit to that point, but in terms of being a business owner, what do they need to be looking out for that you're seeing either some don't have or some probably need to have to really help them with their business and with their staff?
So I would say one of being a business owner is, I have a couple questions.
Okay. I love that you asked me the
for,
questions.
A business owner.
Or any business owner out there.
Any business owner.
Okay.
If you were, again, God forbid, if you was to pass away, let's just say tomorrow, do you have accounts in place that is tax-free.
Oh, why is that important?
Why is that important? Why is that important? If you was to pass away tomorrow and you was your family,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not tax-free.
Okay.
So Uncle Sam is going to take a portion of that.
Wow.
So your family is getting how much from that?
Not the full percentage that they are entitled to, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
So that could be important.
Okay. What's another important for a business owner, a small business owner?
So just a question for a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have accounts in place just for day, not saying if you pass away,
Mm-hmm.
that can help you lower your taxable income?
Oh, wow. I didn't even know these were options. These are good for people to ask themselves in this climate, in this day. These are very important things that you need as a business owner.
As a business owner.
Not only protect you, but your business as a whole and your family, correct?
Yes.
Wow.
And as a business owner,
Right.
like myself,
Uh-huh.
this is questions I had to ask myself
Mm.
prior to going into the business. And I can't be a business owner. I can't sit here and talk to you about finances without making sure that my finances is in order.
And that's exactly why I wanted you on the show, because you truly lead by example. It seems like you, in every aspect of it, as a financial leader, as a business owner, you put yourself in the situation that your clients are in. Is that correct?
Exactly.
And that is, I haven't found that before. So I feel like you offering that free consultation to even communicate with you and have your experience reflected in the advice you give them is very, very important as an individual and a small business, right?
Oh, it's very important. I will also, a question is, do you have a business owner account? Like a retirement account?
What does that entail? I don't.
It's like a 401k. Do you have something? I mean, or if you were to get sick today, again, if you get sick today, do you have something in place that the business will continue to run, or will you continue to get income?
Wow.
Is it something in place that you would continue to get income? Would the business continue to run?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the basic questions.
Right, because your business running, I mean, that inevitably helps your family take care of you if there is a crisis, right?
Exactly.
Of course.
So these are questions that when I sit down and speak to business owners, these are questions that we ask, or this is a question, could be for a business owner, or could just be if I was just speaking just to a parent. Are you a parent?
I am.
Okay, so a question I could possibly ask is, do you have an account that would avoid your kids from taking out a college loan?
That is a great question. I don't have that. And I just had one turn 18. I'm paying for college, right? But I'm not, I don't have an account like you just mentioned. And why is that so important as a parent?
Well, we know that college is so expensive. And unfortunately, it, like healthcare, it doesn't seem like college is going down. No. And I know because I have a son that's at UNT right now in Denton.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Well, he's going because I retired. Again, I retired from the military. So he's going with the GI Bill. So understand that he's going to be on the GI Bill. But I'm still, had to pay something.
Wow. Even on a GI Bill, 20 years of service, you're still having
very
to cover
little,
part of college.
Just very little. I'm not going to get on here and say that I'm paying a lot.
Right.
I'm paying very little. His tuition, everything. I'm paying very little. So I can't say I'm paying a lot. But, it's still very little. But I would say to you that I wish I would have known about some of the strategies. I did know. I heard before about like the 501. I heard about different policies, but I never heard about some of the other strategies that we could have been using that was tax free.
Wow. It's almost like they keep it a secret.
They keep
locked
it
away.
a secret.
Why is that?
What you don't know, you don't know.
That is very true. Unless you educate yourself, right?
And that is the reason I'm in the business of educating.
You really are.
And that's the reason I say my services is free. It doesn't cost anything to educate someone. Mm-hmm. So I'm here to educate you that we have strategies to help you put money away to ensure that when your kid turn 18, that your kids are not taking out student loans to go to college,
which is harder
cheap.
To do now, right?
It is.
So you really need to have that structure in place, if anything, to teach your own children how to structure their lives going forward, because it's a lot right now with everything changing and moving, and it's really nice to have a point person that's not there for monetary gain. You're really here to help people in their futures, would you say?
I would say that we are in uncertain times right now.
Absolutely.
Everything is, we just don't know. Healthcare. I mean, everything is going up. Healthcare, like you said, college, everything is going up. And the only thing we can do is just ensure we're doing our part with educating everyone on what we can do with protecting ourselves and help grow the access that we have, growing our wealth, and just, again, protecting what we have and growing what we have.
I love it.
To me, that is the most important.
And it's really selfless of you. I mean, you could retire. You know that things are taken care of and you've aligned things correctly. But for you to go out and really want to spread the message is something that I think is very admirable of you and anyone in this financial landscape trying to help people. It's something we need right now. We need you guys to be real thought leaders, because I don't know about you, but I've worked in the banking industry in the past, and financial advisors that work for banks aren't able to give you the options that you have access to. Is that, what did you say, true?
Again, I totally agree, because if you work for Chase, Chase is going to give you the services that Chase offers.
Absolutely.
That's the only services that Chase is going to give you. If you work for whatever bank that you work for, that is the services they're going to offer you. But if you contact me, I'm going to give you what services that's going to be best for you. So if you're looking for whatever service that you're looking for that we talk about that is best, it might be Chase, or it might not be Chase. It might be a Fidelity. It might be a Nationwide. It might be a Global Atlantic. It might not be at one, company that you thought it was. I don't work for Chase. I don't work for
You're not
Fidelity.
restricted.
I am independent. So I do not work for one company. I don't work for any of these companies. So I can tell you, we can look over these different companies and I can go through and say, well, this is the company that's offering the best for your money. And from there, we can go through the process. So I am not at anyone's desk, and I'm not on their payroll, and they are not saying you have to, sell this product, although this is not the product for that individual person. So I am not, buying to sell you a product that is not the best for you because I work for this company. Because I'm independent, we can sit down and figure out what's best for you. And from there, we can move forward.
Man, as a small business owner or even entrepreneur that's trying to really get their business up and going or keep it consistent, that's almost a weight lifted, I would say, at the end of the day. Just knowing you have somebody researching these different areas and really presenting you with the best value for them is something I feel every business owner and every individual should be doing if they really want to have that financial security, would you say?
Oh, I totally agree, because I always feel that way when I started off with Fidelity. Having a Fidelity account, you call in and they say, okay, if you notice now, if you call in, they do Fidelity and they give you a couple different choices, and you have to
You're kind of put in a bubble.
Yes, they 1, 2, 3, and you go and you do your homework with 1, 2, 3. So those are choices they give you, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna figure out the 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you more than a 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna give you 1, 2, 3, and it could be 1, 2, 3 different companies. It's not just not a 1, 2, 3 within the same company. I can give you a 1, 2, 3 within different companies. And again, let's tailor this to fit your needs. Let's tailor this to fit your family needs. Yes. It's not what's best for the company. Let's tailor this to fit what's best for you and your family.
I asked you before the podcast started kind of what were you focusing on right now and helping people, and what tools were you using to help them? And after speaking with you, it is very true. When you gave me your answer, I'm not focused on any one thing. You're really customizing each and every conversation you have to accommodate each and every person. And that is a huge undertaking that you somehow enjoy doing. And I appreciate that. So I would like to ask one question. I ask it to all of my guests at the end of the podcast. What is one thing you wish you knew in starting your business that you know now that you would kind of give advice to a new business owner? What's one thing you wish you had learned in hindsight?
So I would say going into this business, starting off, can I start with saying that if you decide to go into this business, go into it with the mindset of helping and educating people. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that this is a business, and I know that everyone wants to make money.
Of course, right? We got to eat.
It's a business. Everyone has to eat. But there is so many people out there that need our services. So go into it with the mindset of helping people. The money will come. The money will come when you go into it with the right mindset.
That is great advice. Something I probably need to remember in everything I do, right? But thank you for that. So if any of our listeners or anyone you know that may be listening would like to meet with you just to get that free consultation to see where they're at least, how can they reach you?
Dolly Chevalier.
Okay, spell that last name for me.
CHEVALIER. My number is 972-215-9970. Again, 972-215-9970. Do you also post the number?
Yes, I will.
Okay, that's great.
We'll post it in the bottom of the description of your podcast today, so everybody has a chance to reach out, and they can also see you on some different social media platforms.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, great. I'll let you update everybody on where they can follow you, because giving those tips, tools, and strategies on social media, I think is imperative for some people.
Okay. Yes. Wow, it's been amazing. Again, I just want to thank you for having me today. Anything financial, I just want to end with that.
Absolutely.
And again, all my services are free. And I wish I would have known what I know today in my 20s. I wish I would have known. I did know, but I know today, and I'm willing to share with you what I know today. I'm willing to educate you with what I know today for free.
And it really seems like you want to hold the hand of each and every person you work with and really walk them through it.
You have me for life.
I like that.
You have me for life.
I love that. I hope your son is also able to go into your industry so you guys can carry it on. Thank you so much for joining us and educating us in your business journey. And to all of our listeners out there, please reach out to Dolly. Get a mindset of where you are now, at least, and where you should be going. And for any of our other listeners that are interested in coming on the podcast or meeting with us in person, feel free to click the link at the bottom of this page, and we will see you again next time on Market It with Atma.